I never want her to feel like I don't want to be with her. I don't love her. And I want to enjoy these years because I know that they're going to go so fast. But I'm not enjoying it right now. I'm so miserable.
Welcome back, family. Today we are going to review once again another modern woman who will prove to us that most women are just children in adult bodies. This woman decides to end her marriage by her own free will, but now she cannot stop crying and playing the victim about being a single mother. Check it out.
Being a single mom for me, the hardest part is not the financial part. It's literally like the dysregulation that my child has the majority of the time. It got worse after her dad moved to California. And it's so hard because I have so many great tools as to how to like help a child regulate their nervous system, and like I've done a lot of that work on my own too. It's like no matter what I do, because she feels like so sad and abandoned, it's like never enough. And I know that like sometimes that's just a 3 and a 4 and a 5-year-old, like regardless, which I just feel like that's like not talked about enough as a mom. Like when your child's like always dysregulated and like feeling like a bad mom or just feeling so miserable. It's like really hard for me to admit that it's so hard. And I feel like even before I was a single mom, I had these days. But then it's like, too, sometimes you see on social media, like, I've seen so many comments from moms of like, I never needed a break from my kids or this or that. But it's so hard. And I have like a boyfriend, but I still consider myself a single mom because I'm usually with my daughter alone because him and I work opposite schedules, and like I financially support myself. Like, yeah, he'll help with my daughter and he's really great, but like even if then you get remarried, it's like nobody talks about the fact that like they don't listen to that parent because it's not their biological parent that they grew up with. And I've heard like having a blended family and being like a step parent is really hard. And it's like hard for everybody because even the real parent is like, they can't intervene the same, And it's so hard. I never like anticipated, like when I got a divorce, that I would do this on my own by myself. And I just feel like so run down. And I don't have any family that lives by me, and none of my friends have kids. And sometimes it's just really, really lonely. But I know that I can't be like the only mom that feels this way, and I'm sure like some moms who are even married feel like this. But it's really hard. And so like we went to a play place today so I could get a break, but then it's like she screamed, wouldn't get in the car, screamed the whole way home. I came home like, do you want to play a game? Like doing anything and everything I can, but like nothing's good enough, And sometimes it's just like so triggering. And it's like the most frustrating part is like I'm just left, like the other parent just was like, I'm gonna leave. And it didn't even feel like a valid reason to me. And I'm like, okay, like, I can't control you. I'm gonna do my best. But, like, my best literally is failing, It's so hard. It was hard being a single mom before, but she wasn't always unwell. Now I feel like 80% of the time she's unhappy, and it's because she misses him and she tells me. So I'm just over here, and I want to enjoy these years because I know that they're gonna go so fast, but I'm not enjoying it right now. I'm so miserable. really kind of embarrassing, honestly, to like sob on this video. I was trying not to cry. But why is being a mom so hard? And why don't moms have like more support? And I felt like this even when I was married too. And I'm sure being a dad is hard too, but I just feel like a lot of times everything's just pushed onto the mom. And we drop the ball. Like, everybody's gonna drop the ball, and it would be nice if, like, you know, the other parent or the partner could like pick it up sometimes, you know?
This woman would really win the victim Olympic competition if there is one. I mean, she decided to destroy her family unit because she wanted to chase after Chad, and now she wants to play the victim. She doesn't care about anybody but herself. There is a very valid reason why her ex-husband left her city, and I will explain it to you later on. But for now, I will show you the level of selfishness of this modern woman by playing this clip where she makes the struggles of her own daughter about herself. Let's watch.
So I just dropped my daughter off at her dad's for the first time since I've technically moved out, and it was really emotional, not because I didn't want to leave her, I like love having the break, but because when we got there she was like, I don't want to be here, Mommy, I want to go to our new house with you. She just turned 3, and I know that she's so confused. The hardest part is not being on my own. My biggest fear is just that she'll feel abandoned by me or wonder like why I left her or why I moved out. And I have her more of the time, but like she spends a good amount of nights there during the week because I work at night, and it's just so emotional because I leave her not with her dad, with a babysitter. I feel like that's a harder transition for her because she's really close with her dad. And I've cried off all my makeup now, which is fine. I have to go into work in a few minutes, but this is the part that I didn't let myself think about when I was deciding whether or not I wanted to leave, because I just knew that it would be like too much, and it's as hard as I thought it would be to process. And I remember seeing like so many clips like this on social media of moms having to like leave their kids, and I remember just thinking like they're so strong, that'd be like the hardest thing I could never imagine. And you never think you're gonna be in that situation, and I am. And I love her. I obviously miss her. I also love having a break because I feel like I didn't get much of one for 3 years, but I don't want her to feel abandoned by me, and I never want her to feel like I don't want to be with her. I don't love her. This is the hardest. This is the part I'm struggling with the most. I feel like everything else I have such a good handle on except this part.
Even her biggest fear is not about how her daughter feels, but instead, it's about her and how she is going to be perceived by her 3-year-old daughter. Her biggest fear is not even about the well-being of her own daughter. It's always about me when it comes to modern women. Now we are going to talk about why her ex-husband decided to leave the state, as you may read in this caption on your screens right now. She thinks that she can just drop her daughter off at her ex-husband's place whenever she wants, so that she can go have some fun. And I can see more and more this pattern in modern women recently. They have their families with a good man, then divorce him because they know he will take care of her kids while she goes have some fun because he is a good man. That is probably why her husband decided to move out of the state. I am pretty sure that she won the majority of the custody, but we can clearly see that all she is about is having fun with no responsibilities. And what is really hurtful is that these modern women want to have the majority of the custody of the children so that they can put the father on child support. But on the other hand, most fathers who have the majority of the custody of the children almost never put the mother on child support because fathers are mostly focused on the well-being of the children. It's very unfortunate that children are the ones that suffer because of modern women's selfishness. Now, all this woman does is posting videos of herself crying, playing the victim, and blaming everybody else but herself. We will just sign out with this clip where she explains her life situation so that you guys can understand when I talk about children in adult bodies.
A few mornings ago, I woke up without my daughter because I was about to work a double, and so she was staying at her dad's. And I woke up with so much emotion, a flood of emotions that I knew was going to eventually hit. I've been separated from my husband for about 3 months, but me and my daughter only moved out of our house and into an apartment 7 days ago. I'm naturally someone who doesn't cry easily. I like to put on a brave face and shove how I'm doing, even though I've been in counseling for years and I've been a life coach for the past 3 years, and I teach women how to access their emotion. In this season, I've really unintentionally ran away from my pain because I'm a single mom now and there's so much to be done, and I just haven't even really had the time to process how I'm doing. So I woke up and I turned on worship music and I let myself cry because grieving is really, really important, and crying is really, really a healthy way to grieve anything in your life. And one thing I want to point out when I'm crying and grieving is that I picture that I'm not alone and I picture someone with me. It's actually really, really healing, no matter who you are, to picture someone with you while you're crying, because most of us believe we're alone. As uncomfortable as this video makes me, and I can make all the jokes about how I think I'm an ugly crier, this is my process, and it's super messy and it's up and down, and sometimes I still feel in shock that this is my life. But I never want to rush past this season of mine, and I want to fully embrace it for what it is.
It's amazing how women who can't even handle their own personal business call themselves life coach. And the crazy part is that other women are actually listening to their advice. You just can't make this shit up. Fellas, protect yourselves at all times against these types of women. And above all, don't forget to keep your head up, focus on your goals, and everything else will follow. I love you and I appreciate you for all your support. Please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and share to help push this content to more men in need. I'm out. Peace.